Hey guys, so today I filmed this very easy go-to makeup routine that I do for work. It takes me less than 15 minutes and it feels lightweight, it's high coverage, and it lasts all day. I personally like to go for a neutral, kind of simple work look, as I think that kind of like a bolder look or a very bright look can be quite distracting and look a little bit unprofessional. So this is the look that I've been doing for the last couple of months and it's working really, really well. And honestly, I think it looks good all day long. I need to definitely touch it up as you would with kind of any long-lasting makeup look, but I think it works really well for my skin type. And I finally found like all of the products that I enjoy using, that I find easy to blend, that I find work really well together. So hopefully you can take some of the tips and tricks that I've learned and apply them to your everyday work look. So these are all of the products that I use on a daily basis. I start off by prepping my skin with an SPF, and I'm loving the beauty of Joseon one right now. It's very lightweight and it dries down very nice and matte and not greasy. Same with this Embryolisse cream. So I think this is perfect for under makeup and as a base. I then go in with a peach color corrector. So I've got this one from Chanel, which is in the shade Peche, which I think is just peach. And the shade is perfect for my skin tone. I did end up buying the Huda Beauty one, but that one actually kind of pulls a little bit too orange on my skin. And I think this is like a true peach. I then go in with my favorite foundation. So this is the Lancome Teint Idole foundation. I do take a good time in the morning to buff this into my skin and make sure that it is on evenly on my forehead, on my cheeks, and kind of on my neck area. For me, this foundation is like perfection. I think the shade match, the way that it lasts all day, and it actually is the only foundation that doesn't like settle into my smile lines as well. I then go in with the contour from e.l.f. I think it's in the shade Claire Fair. I add this on the high points of my cheek and then add the shade Happy from Rare Beauty. I kind of blend these two in on the high points of my cheek. The camera's not really picking up how kind of like the tone is on my skin, but it's a perfect match and it doesn't look too dark, but it just adds a bit of colour back to my face. I don't really mind if like I get a lot of pink under my eye, because then I will go in and clean that up with my concealer. I then take a YSL eyeshadow palette. This is a new palette that I've picked up, and I take a Morphe, big blending brush to kind of put it on top of my eyelids. This is a cool tone shade and it's a matte shade as well. And then I'm going to go in with a kind of warmer shade and put that a little bit closer and blend it at the top. So there is a bit of warmth, but it's still quite contoured. Okay, so I love this tool from Kiko. It's a tweezer with a brush, and then I put on some Maybelline Super Fluff Brow Gel. It's a perfect shade for my eyebrows, and then I kind of clean it up with that brush again. I then go in with my Hourglass concealer. It's in the shade Khaki, and I use it to brighten my under eyes, but also kind of, clean up any harshness from the blush. And I do kind of blend that downwards. And then I go in with my blush brush and buff that out a little bit more. I clean up my lips with any foundation and go in with my favorite lip liner, which is the Rimmel Cappuccino. I think I can never get away from this. I don't think I will use anything ever again. It's like the perfect tone for my skin. And then I go in with Thanks It's MAC, which is a really nice kind of nude shade, and it goes really well with the lip liner as well. I recently got this iconic kind of blush in my beauty box from Boots recently, and it's quite nice. It's quite a pinky tone, so I don't really wear it all the time, but I think in the summer where my skin's going to get a little bit darker, I might use it to kind of make my look a little bit more seamless, put a little bit on my nose, on my eyes, and then on my chin as well. And then I go in with my trusted Soap & Glory translucent powder. I use a powder puff, put it on my palm, kind of buff it out, and then I put that on my face. I don't really mind how this feels. It feels really, really nice. And then I go in with my lip plumping lip gloss from Too Faced, which is really nice, and I think it kind of finishes the look. And I always finish with my mascara. I'm really not liking this mascara. It is new and I find that it's very hard to work with. I always get like extra residue on top of my lids, which has never really been a problem for me, but I think the results are quite nice and I'm kind of keen to just finish it before I get a new one. And finally, I finish with my One Size setting spray. If you have used this spray before, you know how good it is and it helps my makeup last all day. So that is a look and it took under 15 minutes. So hopefully you enjoyed that and got some tips, and thank you so much for watching.